Before we begin the next arc, I want to pause with you for a moment. Not to teach, not to explain, but to orient. Because this episode doesn't stand on its own. It stands between two conversations, two podcast spaces, and one shared inquiry. Recently, something meaningful unfolded. The VybeShift Podcast and the Vybrational Stage Podcast completed a dual collaboration, two arcs moving in parallel, speaking to the same reality from different angles. On VybeShift, we explored the frequency of truth. On the Vybrational Stage, we examined the anatomy of illusion. And the overarching realization that emerged from that collaboration was simple, precise, and quietly profound. Truth is frequency, illusion is structure. Truth, we discovered, is not something you construct, it's something you tune into. Illusion, on the other hand, doesn't float freely. It is built layer by layer through identification, conditioning, narrative, and habit. Those two arcs helped us to see the landscape. This new arc, Living in Truth, the Power of Presence, is about learning how to live inside it. Because here's the refinement that followed the collaboration. Illusion doesn't persist because it's convincing, it persists because we identify with it. And truth doesn't liberate because we understand it, it liberates when we are present enough to inhabit it. So this arc is not a continuation in the way most arcs are, it's a deepening. If the previous collaboration revealed what's true and what's illusory, this arc asks a quieter, more intimate question. What does it actually mean to live from truth, day to day, moment to moment, without turning truth into another structure? That's why this arc belongs on VybeShift. Because VybeShift is not about exposing illusion, it's about restoring coherence. Restoring presence to the body, restoring steadiness to the nervous system, restoring intimacy with the now. I want to reassure you of something before we go any further. This arc is not asking you to wake up more. It's not asking you to fix yourself. It's not asking you to dismantle your identity. In fact, if you're tired, spiritually tired, emotionally tired, mentally tired, that's not a sign of failure. It's often a sign of over-effort. Truth doesn't require effort, it requires residency. Illusion becomes heavy because it has to be maintained. Truth feels light because it's already here. So as we begin this arc together, I invite you to listen in a different way. Not as a student collecting insight, not as a seeker measuring progress, but as a living system noticing where attention goes, where it leaves, and how gently it can return. This arc will not dismantle illusion through confrontation. It will allow illusion to dissolve through presence. That is the shared teaching emerging from this collaboration. Truth is not something you arrive at, it's what remains when you stop leaving yourself. And with that understanding, we begin.